Hey guys, this is Pixel Dan coming to you from the 2014 San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm here at the NECA booth with my good friend Randy Falk. How's it going, Randy?
It's going good, Dan. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's always great to see you. It looks like it's pretty chaotic over here as always.
Yeah, it's been a madhouse for the last 24 hours. Yeah, running on Monster and Starbucks.
That's Comic-Con right there in a nutshell. So you have a ton of new things here, and I would love if you can just kind of run through all of it for us.
Yeah, let's see if I can do it without forgetting anything.
All right.
So we have our Alien Queen here, which we announced a few weeks ago. She's on display in the big diorama over there, and she's going to hit around October, fully to scale with all the other Alien figures in the line, super articulated, super detailed, and about a $100 retail price on that.
This looks absolutely gorgeous, I might add. Beautiful, beautiful figure.
Thank you. Yeah, she was a labor of love. You know, there's a whole story behind it with Kyle, our lead sculptor, who was working on it, and his brother became sick during that process, which led to the Marine tribute we did last year. And you know, just working on that figure was almost a year in the making, especially since he was going through all the you know, the personal things at the same time. So it's an emotional piece for us just because of everything that's tied into it, and the fact that we're all big Alien fans, and she's like the ultimate, you know, creature and character from all the films. Is that Cameron Queen, you know? So we're really thrilled to bring that to light. We got a bunch of new figures for the regular retail assortment too. We've got Bishop and the dog Alien here. We've got Kane from the original '79. And then for the first time, we're showing what will be Series 4, two versions of Ripley in the Nostromo jumpsuit and Nostromo spacesuit, and Tom Skerritt as Dallas. So you got like a '79 assortment right there from, you know, from the original film, which is real cool.
Excellent. Pair him with that big chap that we've already got. Finally, got a good Ripley to add to the collection. It's so exciting.
Yeah, Ripley and Jonesy the cat. We're finally doing some feline action figures, which everyone's been waiting for, right? So we got two cats in there, which is cool.
So cool.
Yeah, and then Predator, we're continuing. We got Series 12 and 13 coming this fall. We've got the Blade Fighter vehicle, you know, a sort of upgrade and homage to the old Kenner toy. And we're working on AVP, which we wanted to do this year, but schedule is just too tight. But we'll have AVP stuff next year. And Dark Horse, we're doing more with Dark Horse. We've got the Ahab Predator exclusively at the show, and we're doing Bad Blood and the Enforcer from the classic Bad Blood comics, and some other stuff we're working on also from the Dark Horse library.
Very, very cool. So a lot of cool things coming for Predator and Alien. And then we've also got a lot of new stuff going on for the Planet of the Apes line, which is really exciting stuff. I love the first series, and it looks like you're continuing on with another series from Dawn.
We are. We have a new series of Dawn figures here. There's a new Koba and a new Caesar. Has them with machine gun and shotgun and new head sculpts and the war paint removed. So they're pretty different from the first release. And then we've got Luca, which is one of the big gorillas, because we felt like we had chimps, we had orangutans, we got to get a gorilla in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So Luca is real cool and comes with two head sculpts. You got a roaring, like kind of ferocious one, and then one that's a little bit more subdued. And those will be sometime around October, headed towards DVD release.
Excellent, very cool. And then to go right along with that, we got the classic Planet of the Apes assortments.
Yeah, I mean, that's my childhood right there. You know, that's where I started. I love the new one. I mean, Dawn is amazing. It's probably my favorite movie this year.
So fun, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So going back and doing the classic is a lot of fun too, because I grew up watching those in reruns and the cartoon even as a kid. So we have the first series hitting retail this week actually, and then we have our second series on display here with Zira, General Ursus, and a brand new different version of Dr. Zaius. And showing fans that there's more coming. We have a Series 3 teaser here, which is Conquest Caesar from the classic. And we have all of Series 3 pretty much done at this point even, so just let everyone know we're going far. We're going into this line. As long as the sales are there, I want to cover everything from the classics. I don't feel it's ever been done, you know, the right way.
Absolutely.
And
very exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so much fun to do. And then staying true to the real vintage roots of Apes toys was the Mego line. Those were the first Apes toys I had as a kid. We've got Charlton Heston as George Taylor that we're doing in that Mego format with full likeness and everything. So whether you're a kid of the 70s and you had the Megos, or you just, you know, think the retro style doll is cool, you finally got a Taylor to go with your classic Zaius and Ursus and Gorilla Soldier. And
yeah. So cool. Lots and lots of great things coming up with Planet of the Apes. So I love that. I love that you guys are doing like all the different eras too of the apes, all the new stuff, all the old stuff. Really cool. But we're getting some really exciting things now, and I saw these reveals. I already got really excited. You've heard me gush about this many times, the NES-inspired and video game-inspired toys, and you got some new stuff here on display.
a whole bunch of new stuff. Some that's been a long time coming and been you know, surprises that we've been dying to reveal and going far back even before Toy Fair. But now is the time. So we've got our first Sega-inspired video game figure, which is the Rocky from the Sega Master System.
Yeah.
It's even got that that kind of stark white and blue.
Yeah, just like the plain checkered white. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's the 87 Rocky right there. The big news, which broke the day before, was Batman.
Yeah.
That's the one I've been holding.
I cannot believe I did not see that one coming. A 7-inch scale Batman. Yeah. That's amazing.
It is amazing. It's something that came out of left field for us too. Of course, we'd always want to do something like that. Because the format is so different in terms of how they're painted in color and then how they're packaged. Since it's not a clamshell, it's not a blister card, we were able to get the permission to do it.
So cool.
And they've been fans of what we've been doing. They had seen the Jason last summer, which kind of set off this whole craze. And then we've had Freddy and RoboCop and Predator. Batman was going to be next. It ended up being Rocky because it took a little bit longer to get everything cleared for Batman. But then Batman, we got Rambo coming. We're going to keep going with it. And then that's all 8-bit, right? Which is, you know, NES, Sega. And then the big one here that, again, we've been keeping under wraps, going to 93 with the 16-bit Genesis and Super Nintendo. And that's RoboCop vs. Terminator.
So cool. And you're doing like a whole series of those, right?
Yeah, we got multiple versions of Endos, all different colored Endos with different weapons were in that game. We've got the T-800 with the plasma rifle. We've got battle damaged RoboCop that's on fire with a rocket launcher. We've got regular RoboCop with a flamethrower. We've got a Terminator dog in there. Anything you saw in those games or in those Dark Horse comics, that's in that line.
That's amazing. Is the packaging for those going to try to mimic game boxes too?
I'm not sure yet because that game box format's a little bit different. It's smaller and a little bit more. We're experimenting with how we're going to do it now, and we're selling them in, like, there's going to be a RoboCop assortment and a Terminator assortment. They won't be in the same cases together, so we're trying to find a way to design the packaging that if you do buy them all and then, like, display them together, it forms like a scene or has the, so we're working on the packaging ideas for that currently, but it's going to be something special for sure.
Oh man, that is just so cool. Definitely one of the things that I was so excited about. As soon as I saw them online, I was like, I can't wait to get there and see those. Very, very cool stuff.
It's real cool. It was one that, again, you know, I played those games and read the Dark Horse comics in '93, and they're two franchises we've done a ton of toys with, but never put them together, you know. So now it's you got your RoboCops and your Terminators fighting each other, which is real cool.
That is very, very cool. All right, you got some other things down here too that you wanted to run through?
Yeah, you know, we got the retro figural dolls, like I mentioned, the Taylor Mego style. We did Freddy and Jason last year, and they kind of blew up. So we have Ash out right now. We've got new versions of Jason this year. We got the Freddy exclusive at the con. We're doing the Misfits. We're doing Ghostface from Scream. We're doing Snake Plissken from Escape from New York, which we debuted here last night. We got Rocky coming, Iron Maiden, which is a personal favorite of mine. So probably 12 new ones this year after starting with just 2 last year. It's really taken off, and
awesome.
they're fun to do. It's a different format. We're doing really cool custom illustrated art for all the packaging, you know, kind of nod back to the classic toys of the 70s and 80s. And it's cool. It's not replacing our core figures. We're still doing plenty of that, but it's an extension, just like the video game thing. It's just another extension or brand that we've really seen grow in the last year.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Pacific Rim has been amazing. Has not slowed down a bit. DVD and then HBO, pay cable. Huge audience for it. We've got new 18-inch Gypsy, new Cherno Alpha 18-inch. We've got all the Prologue Jaegers. Every Jaeger that was seen on screen, even if they had seconds of screen time, we're doing.
Oh man, that is so cool.
And then Utachi, the big kaiju that everyone's wanted, we debuted here last night with Guillermo del Toro at the booth, which was real cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, everything. So much excitement with the new content he's creating. There's going to be animation. There's going to be a sequel. So we want to just go through and hit everything and take us all the way into what new stuff he's cooking up, which you know it's going to be awesome. He's a genius. So. It's good. It's real good. And then we got our quarter scales, or our 18-inch figures. We have Master Chief and Heath Ledger Joker here. And then a big reveal that we just did this afternoon is Danny DeVito Penguin from Batman Returns.
Man, how amazing.
Yeah, that'll be a Q1 release next year. We're still finishing his accessories and his coat, but we have the full painted sculpt of him in the long underwear here.
Oh, that is
and
so cool.
then we got Burt Ward Robin, companion piece to the Adam West Batman. Those are on display as well. So. I mean, we're just killing it, man. Just nonstop.
You are, man. It's amazing. Just this booth is just full of so much awesome. I can't even explain it. So many cool things. You guys are doing some amazing stuff. Looks like you guys are really attracting a lot of attention here at Comic-Con too, which is always really cool.
It's always great to come out and just, unlike Toy Fair, which is all industry here, you get to talk to the fans. You come out, see the reactions, see them taking pictures, see them freaking out over the stuff. Seeing people lining up for your exclusives is always really gratifying.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's awesome. There's just such great energy and excitement at the show every year that it's a blast coming out here.
Very cool. And for those of you who can't come out here, if you're on Twitter or anything like that, you're also the man that runs the Twitter account for NECA, correct?
Yeah, I am. I've been trying to keep up on that in between all this.
It's real hard during the con, I know.
It's tough, but we've been helping out the fans who are home and can't get the exclusives. We've been putting a little bit up each day.
That's cool.
And when I can, I'm answering some questions here and there about some of the reveals. Retweeting people who come by and say hello, because it's always great to put a face to all the names that we talk to on there. Great community on there. It's fantastic. So.
Awesome. Well, you're doing a great job with it, and you guys are all doing fantastic with everything here. I think this is some really great stuff. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us again. I always really appreciate it. I know they appreciate it as well.
Anytime, man. It's my pleasure. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your Comic-Con, and there you go, guys, right here from the NECA booth at San Diego Comic-Con 2014.
Stay up to date with Pixel Dan at San Diego Comic-Con 2014. Follow @PixelDan on Twitter or /Mandalorian30 on YouTube.com. Also, don't forget to visit NerdRageToys.com, where you can shop for all your toy collecting needs. From vintage to modern, there's something for everyone.